Hello everybody, my name is Fearless, and welcome to another Salt Fest. Today we have a salty Feng Min, and this is back to the more traditional Salt Fest. It's actually me watching the parts of the match and then reading the messages to you guys. Because here recently it's been just VTubers talking shit in their chat for no reason. So, sorry, my throat. So, the Feng Min, the sixth guy down, the Feng Min, is the salty one. I blurred his name because after you read the messages, you'll understand. But based off of his messages, it really just seemed like he wanted me to make a video on him. He wanted attention. So that's why I'm censoring his name. So I can embarrass him and no one knows who he is. Let's watch, shall we? So, you know, I'm chasing this guy. And my friend, Finney, is actually chasing the other guy. I down this guy. Finney injures the other guy, the salty guy. And he gets downed. This is when I found him for the first time. So I'm chasing this David. And I down him on the corner of the map. You would think, huh, where's the salty guy? There's no way he would go to the edge of the map with no pallets, right? You would be wrong. I saw him running over here because of the ore read from the generator. And then I crapped on him. So he was running over for a flashlight or flashbang save, and he failed. So that's probably one of the reasons he was mad at me for no reason. So I shit on him there. Kick this gen. Oh, and one of the messages, he said I missed 5 times. Let's see if that's true. That's me breaking the pallet, not a miss. That was me missing. And then this was me missing. Okay, so I missed twice so far. How many more times do you guys think I've missed? Let's find out. Oh no, he blinded me. You would think he would get away, right? So first he got greedy and tried to get a flashlight or flashbang save. And now he decides to camp a pallet. Don't even need to look at the screen. Wow. Shit on. No wonder he's mad at me. Wow. Look at that. That's the end of the clips. Let's move on to the messages, shall we? Alright, these are the messages, guys. Again, I censored his name because I know he said all of this because he wants me to give him attention. No. You're not getting any attention from this clown. He'll probably be in my comments. He went through a couple of my videos and was just insulting me for no reason. Over a video game, by the way. Did I tell you guys? My friend Finney never plays nurse. He's played nurse like maybe 3 times in his whole life, so we lost the game. We got like 70% hooks. I consider that a win, especially in 2v8 because they have every advantage they could possibly ask for. They have tonics, they have free endurance, free flashbangs, free blast mines. They have everything for free. Killers, the best thing they have is undetectable. That's it. So, you know, is what it is. Anyways, yeah, so the fact that he's this mad and he didn't even, like, his teammates won. His teammates literally got out. We killed 2 people and still had that many hooks, by the way. Anyways, yes, he is a streamer. He had TTV in his name. Sorry, he had YT in his name. I went to YouTube, wasn't live. I went to Twitch, he wasn't live. And he claims that I was stream sniping, which is very funny because you're not live, so how am I going to stream snipe you? So he said, had to stream snipe goof. I said, you're not even live, LOL. He said, I am, the fuck? Sure you are, bud. I went to your channel. No live stream. And I know it's the same guy, by the way, that I searched up because he's the one that commented on my videos. Same username and everything. So I know it's the same guy. And then next message. I just looked you up. Nothing is showing up, LMAO. Get better instead of accusing someone of stream sniping, LOL. 1v1 for money. Okay, so I just want to point out, I don't know what happened with him and Finney's chase. I don't know. But the 2 chases that I had with him, my teammate wasn't helping me. And his teammates weren't helping him. So every time that I chased him, the 2 times I chased him, it was already a 1v1. And you got shit on. Especially when you decided to pallet camp and then you got hit through the pallet. Blue fucking zer. Absolute loser, man. So yeah, shit on him twice. It was already a 1v1, technically. It's 2v8, but yeah, again, no one was helping me, no one was helping him. It was already a 1v1. So you lost in 2v8, and you want to 1v1. So sad, brother. Just move on to the next match, shake my head. And then he said, ducking. I'm ducking the 1v1? I'm apparently ducking the 1v1. Even though I already beat him twice in a 1v1 in that game. Wow. And both of the times I downed him were his fault. First time, he was getting greedy and thought he could get a flashbang save at 8 gens, by the way. 8 gens remain. No, 7 gens. There was 7 gens up, and he thought he would get a flashlight save. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if you're going to get greedy that early on into the game and then get down, you can't blame the killer. You just can't. It's just not something you can do. And then the second time, he decided to camp the pallet. He could have turned the corner, completely avoided all of it, and tried to loop the pallet. But no. He pallet camped, and he paid. He paid the consequence. And I said, you should have ducked when I was swinging at you. And then he said, you missed 5 hits. Do you remember why I was counting earlier? Yeah, I missed 2. One of which was out of my control because he got into a locker. And I was about 15 meters away, so I couldn't have done anything. It was either I chainsaw, get closer to him while he's in the locker, or I just don't use my chainsaw and run up to him, he just jumps out anyways. Either way, it would have been a lose-lose situation for me. There's nothing I could have done. But I just want to point out he can't count. Not only can he not play the game and win, he can't count. I said, you're being petty because you lost, but that means I'm ducking? Your logic is almost as good as your skill in Dead by Daylight. Then after that, he said, you needed your boyfriend. Now, I don't know if you guys saw the chases I had with him, but my teammate was across the fucking map. Both times. Now, the very first chase I had with him at 7 gens, my teammate kicked the generator. That's why I saw his aura. But that doesn't really matter, does it? Because he still went down later. My teammate was nowhere nearby. And to be fair, if you in 2v8, if you're a survivor, it literally shows you an icon on the right when your aura is revealed. So, hey, crazy kid. When your aura is revealed, maybe don't run into a chainsaw-wielding man. Maybe run away. It's just, you know, food for thought. Food for thought. And then he said all the times. Yeah, all the times I chased you, my teammate was there. Oh, wait. He wasn't. Not once. Sure, he kicked a generator, but he didn't actually hit you, did he? No, he didn't. You ran into me. Don't try to blame me or my teammate because you ran into me like a doofus. My teammate was across the map the entire match. Sounds like someone's a little bit too salty. And then he changes the subject and goes to my YouTube channel and makes fun of me for the content I make. I don't know why. He said, don't make more music. And I said, sounds like someone's a little salty. He said, you want to be Juice WRLD. First of all, you misspelled his name. You can't misspell the GOAT's name. The J needs to be capitalized. The O needs to be removed from world. And WRLD need to be fully capitalized. He wants to come into my YouTube channel because he lost in a video game and then insult the content I make. Brother, I looked at your channel. I'm not one to make fun of people's content because I believe if you're a YouTuber, just go for your dreams. I don't care what you make. Doesn't affect me negatively, so why should I talk shit about it? But when you're going to talk shit about my content for no reason, by the way, because this is not a reason, this is a video game. Leave it out of the direct DMs. Leave it outside of the game in general. There's no need to do that. I could say so many things about your channel. I could talk about your subscriber count if I wanted to, but I'm not, out of a courtesy. Because guess what? I don't viewer shame. I'm assuming this guy probably does. He makes fun of people's content. He probably viewer shames too. But he couldn't really subscriber shame me because he has less subscribers than me. I guarantee if I had even one less, he would have made fun of me. Also, apparently making music means you're imitating someone. Apparently I'm a wannabe Juice WRLD because I make sad songs. Juice WRLD songs aren't all sad, buddy. His first album was sad. Yes, that doesn't mean all of his music is sad. I digress. Let's move on. And then I said, changing the subject because I won the argument. Smart move. He said, it could never be me. Now, he's responding to the Juice WRLD thing. A wannabe Juice WRLD could never be me. Yeah, I don't know who would want... I don't think anyone would want to be you. No one wants to be you. So that's not really a good thing, buddy. First of all, you know what? And you know what? No. He took it out of the game and started to insult my content, so I'm going to insult him and his content. Every video on his channel is a live stream, no actual videos, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to point something out. His mic quality sounds like my microphone if you shoved it up my asshole. And then on top of that, his face cam is about this small. And on top of it being that small, all you see is this. You see his nose up half of the time. Shitty face cam placement, shitty mic, and you're talking shit about my content. Really, really. I could sit here and make a whole video about your content if I really wanted to, but guess what? I'm not an asshole, and I don't take it outside of the game. Now, the reason I'm making a video on this and taking it outside of the game is because you did first, and I'm allowed to do that. I said you'd rather be making slop content, wouldn't you? And you know, I didn't really watch his videos at the time. I didn't look at the channel. I just saw if he was live or not. He wasn't live. After he started insulting my content, I went back and I saw all the shit that he posts. A lot of his streams are just like I said. Shitty face cam placement, shitty mic, doesn't acknowledge his chat, and all he does is talk shit on his streams as well, from what I've seen. Drop another song, it'll go viral. You won't go viral. I won't go viral? Dude, I have a short of me saying the alphabet in 3 seconds, and it got 500,000 views. That right there is viral. And I don't know how it went viral. I'm not going to question it. And you can't insult someone saying, you won't go viral. I don't care about going viral. I do YouTube to make people laugh. Yes, I would love to turn it into a job. I'd love to make money from it. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to do it for the laughs for now. I don't really care. Like, yeah, I'm like 2,000 hours of watch time away from being monetized. There's no way that's happening. No way that's going to happen, at least in the next month. But yeah, you can't really insult someone for not going viral when you yourself don't even post shit but live streams. You're not going to go viral. Your shitty mic, maybe with the shitty mic you'll go viral. You'll be known as the shitty mic guy. Let's take a look at I think this is the final message. I said, I know the real reason you're mad. You accuse me of stream sniping when you're not even live, and then you want to 1v1. Sounds like someone just wants attention. And after that, he never messaged me again. Probably too fucking scared to. Anyways, I blur this guy's name for a reason. Do not try to find him. Thank you guys so much for watching, and buddy, I know you're watching this video. I know you are. You wanted me to make a video so you can get attention. Well, guess what? I've already hid your channel from my comments, so if you try to comment, nothing will happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye.